Hi, my name is Stephanie York, and I'm doing my persuasive speech for Mr. Owen's class. And my audience is my grandmother, my uncle, my mom, my sister, and my niece. My grandma, my uncle, my mom, my sister, and my niece. My persuasive speech is about drunk driving, and everyone likes to party and have a good time, and sometimes when we are having a good time, we tend to drink a lot and think we're sober enough to drive home. I know I have. But I would like to speak to you about drunk driving, the charges that can be brought against you if caught, and some of the collateral damage that can result from alcohol-related accidents. According to the NHTSA, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, in 2007 there were 3,363 deaths due to alcohol-related accidents in Texas. This is not including alcohol-related accidents where there were no fatalities. According to MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, on average, someone is killed by a drunk driver every 40 minutes. In 2007, in the U.S., 12,998 people died in drunk driving-related crashes, which is a decline of 3.7% from the 13,491 drunk driving-related fatalities in 2006. MAD believes about 3 in every 10 Americans will be involved in an alcohol-related crash at some time in their lives. Over 1.46 million drivers were arrested in 2006 for driving under the influence of alcohol or narcotics. This is an arrest rate of 1 for every 139 licensed drivers in the United States. In 2001, more than 500,000 people were injured in crashes where police reported that alcohol was present, an average of 1 person injured almost every minute. Since 1980, the year Mothers Against Drunk Driving was founded, alcohol-related traffic fatalities have decreased nearly 50%, from over 30,000 to under 15,000, and MAD has helped save over 383,000 lives. The offenses in Texas for DWI, the first offense is a Class B misdemeanor with a minimum of 72 hours to 6 days in jail if an open container is present. The fines are not to exceed $2,000. There is a surcharge of $1,000 per year for 3 years for the first DWI offense and $2,000 if the person's blood alcohol level was double or more the legal limits. And you will also get your license suspended for up to a year. A second offense is a Class A misdemeanor and 72 hours to a year in jail. Fines do not exceed $4,000 and a surcharge of $1,500 a year for 3 years and license suspension for up to 2 years. And a third DWI offense is a third-degree felony with a jail sentence of up to 2 to 10 years in prison, with a $2,000 surcharge for the first 3 years. I have a friend from church, our preacher's daughter, who is 9 months pregnant, and she and her husband Chance had just dropped their 1-year-old son off at daycare around 8 in the morning. They were on their way to find out when they were going to schedule the birth of their baby girl. While on the way to the doctor's office, driving along 175, a drunk driver crossed the median and hit them head-on at 70 miles per hour. The police said afterwards that looking at the car, they don't see how anyone survived that accident. The front was smashed all the way to the back seats. Chance was taken to the nearest hospital, whereas Tracy was carefully to the nearest hospital. The only reason Tracy survived was because the baby was used as a cushion. Needless to say, the baby didn't survive, and Tracy had to have an emergency hysterectomy. Chance had to have 1 kidney removed, and he had internal bleeding. Chance and Tracy survived the accident, but at what cost? I went to the funeral for that little girl, and it was the saddest thing that I'd ever seen. We don't ever think of things like this when we're out having a good time and partying, but this is the collateral damage that could happen when we aren't being safe and prepared. Today I've told you about some of the statistics of alcohol-related fatalities, the charges that will be brought against you if caught, and the collateral damage that can result from alcohol-related accidents. To review, we went over the statistics of alcohol-related fatalities, the charges, the collateral damage, and the conclusion. So, now if you want to party and have a good time, please have a designated driver, call a cab, or just get ready to stay the night where you are. Thank you.